Just a brief word of Torah before we continue with a very special ritual. Each one of us has a name. It sounds so simple, but there's so much more behind it. Our name is not just how we are called, but it becomes how we are known. For when we hear someone's name, it makes us think about who they are, how they act, or what is important to them. In this week's Torah portion that is called Vayakel, we are introduced to a few Israelites by name. Moses says to the Israelites, "See, God has called out by name Bitzalel, son of Uri, son of Hor, of the tribe of Yehudah. But what of this person with this very long Jewish name?" Well, the portion continues. God has filled him with God's Spirit. So there is more to him than his name. We come to learn much more about the Israelites who are introduced in this Torah portion, some of them by name, many of them not. It's actually one of the only Torah portions that is so inclusive of women, you should know. But not all of them are named, but we come to learn a lot about them. And that is that they give from their hearts. They give so many of their own personal gifts in order to build a holy space for the community that God has to tell them to stop. You see, when we think of them as givers. The Israeli poet Zelda writes, "Each of us has a name, given by God and given by our parents. Each of us has a name given by our love. Each of us has a name given by our celebrations and given by our work." As we go through life, we collect many names as we become known for our values and our passions. Our names remind us who we are, where we are from, and who we want to be. And so I pray that the names that you are given and the names that you create for yourself inspire you to be filled with the Spirit that God has given you. So I want to invite Cantor Zell, who has worked very hard to make this special naming moment happen, working with several of our Temple Beth Elohim families to teach them about the tradition of naming and also to help them choose names for the next generation in their family. And I want to put a plug that it is never too late to receive a Jewish name. I received mine at the age of 17. So if it is something that you are interested in receiving, please speak to one of us as clergy. And you should know. Yes?
I was just going to say, many people receive it when they're babies.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Some people receive it like I did. Some people receive it when you're much older. Mm-hmm. And hey, if you've never received the name and you're much, much older,
it's never too late.
Never too late. So our names are chosen for us by our tradition for a few very special reasons. We might be named after someone who has passed before us that we want to remember. We might choose a letter of our name that reminds us of someone important to us, or we might choose a name like I was sharing that reminds us of who we really want to be and what values we want to fulfill. So there is this very special ritual. You're not just choosing a name in our tradition, but you are receiving your name through a blessing. So we are going to continue with
Yes, and so I want to invite forward all who are receiving their Jewish, their Hebrew name tonight to come up with their grown-ups. So Nava and Shay Benton, Milena, Neve and Anaya, Fagel, Jordy Kasevich, Noah Cohen, Sasha Lee, Brady Levin, Gabe Mack, Hudson Solomon, Ariana, Emma, Michelle, and Sophia Spivak. Please come join me and the rabbis on the bima facing the ark, where we're going to show our Torahs. And in just a moment, we'll create a little semicircle with our students facing us, with their parents placing a hand on their students' shoulders. My clergy partners can come join us. And so since I can't place my hands on all of you, your parents' hands are going to take the place of our clergy hands on you.
Let's all rise.
To open the ark, please rise. So I offer you these words of blessing. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu kayem et hayaladim ha'eleh. Our God of our mothers and our fathers, sustain these children through their parents' loving care. Let them be known among the people of Israel by these names: Nava Benton, Nava Shachar bat Shan ve'Eden Peril, Shea Benton, Talia Zohara bat Shan ve'Eden Peril, Anaya, where did you go? Anaya, given the name Eliana bat Avraham v'Cherishma, and Milena, Mili bat Avraham v'Cherishma, Niv, Asher Chaim ben Avraham v'Cherishma, Jordan Kasevich, Yarden bat Kevin uMiriam Chaya, Noach Tzedek ben Tzvi Shabti v'Rivka, Sasha, Shirley Adva bat George v'Chaya Alitza. Where's Brady? Brady, Zerem ben Gil v'Sharon, Mazel Tov. And Gabriel, Shlomo Pe'er ben David Moshe v'Rivka Rachel. Where's Hudson with his kippah from Israel. Chason ben David Michael, David Michael v'Tikva. Ariana. Ahava bat Chaim Mendel Ufega. We have 4 Spivak girls. Emma, Esther bat Chaim Mendel Ufega. Beautiful, Mazel Tov. Michal bat Chaim Mendel Ufega. Last but not least, Sophia. Sarah bat Chaim Mendel Ufega. May these beautiful chosen names be a source of joy to them and inspire them to serve our people and all humankind. May their parents rejoice in their continued growth of body and soul. As they have brought their children into the covenant of our people, so may they, with wisdom and patience, lead their children to the study of Torah, to a life of good deeds, and to a partnership worthy of God's blessing. And as one community, let us say, Amen. So to these words, we add one of the oldest blessings that we have to offer in our Torah, coming from this scroll right here. Rabbi.
The community can say Yehi Ratzon after each blessing.
Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Yep, thank you. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and protect you.
Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'ychunecha. May God shine down upon you and be gracious to you.
Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And may you always feel the loving support of God and your family and our community. And may God grant you a life of wholeness, of peace, of shalom. And let us all say,
Amen.
Amen. One final word of blessing. If we can put the words, just a bit of Lechilach up on the screens, let's offer this to our newly named friends. Lechilach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechilach, to the place that I will show. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, shall be a blessing. Let's join together. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing.
Mazel tov, everyone. Let's all be seated once again.